Super Juicy Tip Taking Tuesday.
At H-Town, what other day is it today?
Heyday.
What other day is it today?
Heyday.
I need to know for who?
For us.
Who else?
Who gives us?
Guys, today is definitely payday. Before we get out here and run successful businesses as a team, guys, we're going to have a quick morning meeting. And we're going to be talking about today, guys, is something that applies to not only every aspect of our business, but every aspect of an individual's adult life. It really depends on how serious you take what you want out of life, how serious a person takes their goals. Do you have any of your friends, anybody you know, you just don't take serious at all? They're doing the same thing they were doing 10 years ago, usually in the same place they were doing it before. They're kicking it with the same exact people they were with before. Nobody's pushing anyone to be better. Nobody's sharpening an individual. Everybody's just kind of staying stagnant at the same place. I got people, guys, I went to high school with that are still high school roommates. Like, they haven't moved out. They still live up the street from a high school, and it's crazy. But the pace that you advance in life really depends on how serious you take your workout. So that's what we're going to talk about today, guys. It's something called P.A.C.E. Because our business is really simple. Our business is really simple. We take product, we sell it at a price that no one else can sell it at, so we give them the best possible price on a product that they can buy, and we bring the product to them, and we have a marketing system that generates a yes or a no answer within 15 seconds to a minute and a half. So people who have absolutely no sales experience, if they have a work ethic, a great attitude, and a student mentality, the ability to learn, they can get good at distributing and selling product out of their car and make themselves $50 to $200 bring home every day of the week as long as they apply that system. That shit is pretty easy. Most of you showed that you can get good at it within 24 to 48 hours. Some of you within 3 days, you were one of the best in the office. You're like, oh, I got this shit. But we're not just talking about your ability to make money in the field. What I'm looking for is a person's ability to go from phase one as a distributor to putting their mind to advancement and working their way through the training program to where they can advance into phase 4, which is management and business ownership. So today, guys, we're going to be focused on a person's pace. I should spell it right. We're going to talk about an individual's pace. How quickly you advance, how quickly you develop depends on one thing, your ability to push yourself. The days that I learned the most about myself and I developed the most skill in the business wasn't the day where all the sales came easy. The days where I had $100 by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and I had $500 by 3:30. To be honest, those days I didn't even feel like I worked. Those days were breezes. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Those are simple. At the end of the day, like what you learned today, you're like, shit, people buy stuff. But the days where you have to go with 3 hours of no's, the days where it's 4 o'clock and you've got $20 and your goal is $300 and you've only got 2 hours left, you have to push yourself to stay positive. Yeah. You have to push yourself to, instead of slow down and say, damn, it's a rough day, push yourself to pick up the pace, say, hey man, I got to see more people so I can finish the day strong. Push yourself at the end of the night when you go out and you didn't do as well with a specific product. Like one of you guys didn't do well with the lights yesterday. Before you walked out of here, you said, hey, I want to go and get with so-and-so. They blew their lights out, and I heard them in the impact room at 8:30 last night saying, hey, man, let me get your light pitch. Listening to the person who blew them out. So pushing themselves, guys, to be open-minded enough to think positive. How many people in here were good at being negative when you started our company?
No, hell yeah.
Like it did not take much to piss you off. Majority of the world, we live in the fast food microwave generation. Back in the day with our grandparents and all that other stuff, those were the most patient people in the world. They didn't even have all this fast food shit. Like now we pull up to a restaurant, we say hi, we give them an order, and sometimes within 90 seconds, we have food.
Immediately.
You know what I mean? So we got a 90-second patient line, like, cool. But let them be 3 minutes.
Oh, what the hell?
It's been 3 minutes. I fucking ordered my Big Mac 3 minutes ago. You know what? I don't even want it no more. Give me a refund. And we got an attitude. Because it's been 3 minutes.
Lost attitude.
But back in the day, they used to cook all damn day. Nah, the food's almost done.
Almost.
You be hungry at 12, you're going to eat at 3:34, 5 o'clock. But guys, you got to push yourself most importantly. Juice?
Juice.
Push yourself to be on time. Push yourself to develop those work habits. Push yourself to become an expert at the system. Because guys, to be honest with you, the more you push yourself, the more you're going to break comfort zones. And the more comfort zones you break, the more as an individual you're going to be developed. The more shit you push yourself to do that you're uncomfortable doing, the stronger of an individual you're going to become. Like guys, my wife asked me to fill in a play in our church this weekend. There was a young man who was actually going to play a pastor in our church play. It's actually a musical for children. And the young man actually used to work with our company. I know him pretty well. He's a great guy. He actually passed away. His name was Cliff Gatlin. And he was going to play the pastor in the play. My wife asked me, hey, Brian, I need you to fill in and play Cliff's part. I mean, I have no problem helping anybody out, especially my wife. But me playing a pastor is just uncomfortable as hell. I'm just being honest. I never in a million sit in front of the church and talk about God. And oh, no. I can run a morning meeting. We can talk about some goals.
Goals.
But she's like, I really need you. And then what was even crazier, she's like, hey, this is your uniform, your costume. It was a big black like church robe with the big white circular, little triangular neck thing with a cross on the front of it with a little tight neck and the white spot. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So as I put that on, I was like, oh no! I instantly was like, oh, this ain't comfortable. This ain't cool. But I had to push myself, guys. It ended up turning out really well, and the musical was a success. But are you going to push yourself, guys, to be able to overcome any obstacle that's put in front of you? Because, guys, it's easy when you're making $100 a day to come back to work the next day. But what about the day where you went home with $3? Because the truth is, I had a day where I made $3. I made -8. Actually, I spent a lot of money on that day. That's just what I took home in my hand. And I had to go home and peel my face off the floor. And after I thought about quitting and all the different stuff I can do, my grandmother said, what happened to all that juicy stuff you told me? What about the goals and you becoming a business owner and you're going to retire me and buy me a big house? You look like you want to quit. Why don't you just go ahead and quit? I was like,
Oh, hell no.
I just got kicked in my face by my grandmother.
Sunny style.
Yeah.
PT.
So I had to push myself to make sure I got it together. I looked in the mirror and was like, man, this ain't it, B. Come on. That ain't over with. Juice?
Juice.
So when it comes to your pace, most importantly, guys, you got to consistently push yourself. Most of us don't push ourselves enough, and that's why we don't advance at the rate we would like to. Next one. Most important thing, guys, is attitude. How's your attitude towards the workout? How's your attitude towards the development? Like, guys, one thing I love to do is I love to make money. I don't know about you, but if you like making money, guys, kind of get some enthusiasm. Unanimous, Houston likes making money.
Juice.
But my attitude doesn't change depending on how much money I have in my pocket. My money changes depending on how my attitude is.
Juice.
Most times when people come back and they're like, oh man, today was horrible, your attitude was horrible. People say, hey man, this street was already worked, the street hasn't been worked, and it ain't been worked until they see my attitude. That's just the way I look at the game. You haven't seen it till you've seen it from me, because I'm going to make this shit sound better. And I'm going to have a better attitude than the last guy did. Like guys, if you're with someone at all, if you're in any kind of relationship, and you're serious about that relationship, you've had to say no to someone trying to talk to you that was single, right?
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
do you have a girlfriend? You know what that means. As soon as they ask, do you have a girlfriend? Oh, shit. Right? Especially if she's like bad, you know what I mean? You're like,
Not as you mentioned.
you're like, yeah, I'm happily married. You even have to look at your ring to remind yourself. Wife. Right? But depending on your attitude about your relationship depends on how you handle that situation. Because some guys, they put that hand behind their back, be like, oh, do I have a wife? What's your
What's that?
Face.
And then what happens is the relationship isn't successful because their attitude towards being faithful wasn't where it needed to be. They didn't push themselves. Juice?
Juice.
Because it's easy to do what's wrong. Like, guys, I've put product in people's hands before, and I've been in territories where they didn't speak my language, and I was pitching a Thunder Tumbler for $40. I'm like, yeah, in Radio Shack, $40. And the guy said, $40? And pulled out 2 20s. We at the time we were selling for 10. You know what I mean? And he's ready to give me 40. And I'm like, I can just take your $40. But my attitude is I'm not going to cheat the customer. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you 3 of these race cars for free. Here goes 3 more. You still got it for $10 a piece. He's like, oh, thank you. I'm like, no, thank you.
Juice.
No idea.
So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you 3 of these.
But I'm not gonna overcharge the customer. Juice?
Juice.
What is your attitude? Anybody been through boot camp? Anybody been to a football or basketball workout? You go to any kind of workout, any kind of tryout, guys, there's gonna be people in here who are, excuse my language, are showing a lot of bitch assness. Oh my God, coach. Oh, it's so hard. Blah! I mean, they just in there dying, right?
Yeah.
But they're not dying with heart. They're dying like whip-like. Other times you see a guy in there doing the same workout, same young lady doing the same thing. Like, come on, we only got 5 more minutes. Let's go, guys. It's gonna be all right. Just because of his attitude, it's a whole different environment. He's handling it completely different. And his pace towards being on the team and becoming a member is completely different. What is your pace towards being a business owner? What is your attitude going to become? I can't afford to miss work. I got a business to open up. If I plan on being a business owner with no money out of my pocket and someone investing in me, for the next 6 months, I've got to be on time. I've got to show someone if everything depended on me, you can depend on this attitude like you can depend on the sun coming up every day. Where's your attitude at? Or is your attitude like the news? Or like the economy? A big ass roller coaster. You just don't know what you're going to get. You know, some people, anybody ever had a girlfriend or a boyfriend where every time you talk to them, they're a different person? Like they go from happy to furious in a minute, like a millisecond?
And depressed.
What the fuck you mean? Ah! You're like, oh my God.
What just happened?
Or you don't know what to expect from their ass.
You started this conversation.
It's because they can't manage themselves and they can't manage their attitude. Your ability to manage your attitude, guys, determines how successful of an individual you are. What if Barack Obama lost his attitude?
Oh, that would be fun.
Fuck it! Red button!
That would be hilarious.
The red
You know
button.
what I mean? Red button!
Everybody.
Bin Laden, Chinaman, everybody! Right? The pace of everything would change. So one thing, guys, you gotta remember is you have to be consistent. Consistency is the key. I'm not looking for a guy to be Babe Ruth, hit a home run every now and then, but strike out every other time. I'm looking for somebody who can get on base consistently. That we can depend on you showing up in a uniform, looking good every single day, and that your team can depend on you. Guys, we say the 8 steps is the tools for building successful work habits, or the system for building successful work habits. Successful work habits produce successful results, but what is a habit? A habit is consistent. When I smoke cigarettes, I smoked cigarettes. Every time I started my car, it was a process. I got in my car, I turned the key, but before I put it in gear, I fired up a Newport. I was consistent. When I used to cheat on my girlfriend, shit, I was consistent. You can count on it. When I'm not with you, I'm with somebody else.
Every time, no question. No question.
But can you be consistent in all the things that make you productive in life? Like, I realized if I can consistently not smoke when I started my car, it would be easy for me to quit smoking cigarettes. I realized if I could not smoke or consistently